Building a firearm with a 100% serialized frame or FCU selling out to the 80% community? We'll talk about that tonight. What's up, folks? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Everybody's here. And I tell you what, man, it's been one of those days. I was just talking with man Weapon backstage, and it's kind of a crazy day here for us, for him, and everything else. Give me a second. Let me turn my ringer off so it does not go crazy. I'm already getting notifications that we are currently live. So good. So anybody out there, man, if I'm out there, you can hear me loud and clear. Everything looks good to go. Let me get a thumbs up from you. And we're going to get started here with, it's going to be, it's going to be a good night. I mean, I'm sure that many of us are of the same mind when it comes to the subject we're going to talk about tonight. But, it's one of those things that's kind of come up with the current events, with everything going on with the ATF, with people saying the ghost guns and this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah. It's kind of affected our community, so we're going to talk about that tonight. And before we get started, let's go ahead and take care of some housekeeping here on the Builders Tribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching on the replay, welcome. Thank you for watching this replay. Hope you get some value out of it. And if you are here and you are new, please feel free to join the Tribal Council in the chat room. And they're here. They're always here, guys. They have a wealth of knowledge. Actually, a lot of them have more knowledge than I have, and I'm glad to have them here. That way we can piggyback off each other. Just this week, we had a situation with a frame that one of our members had, and we kind of tossed it back and forth and kind of came to the realization of what it was. So it was something that I hadn't seen before. And I was just glad to have Sir Hawkeye here who could offer a little bit of help to us. So definitely get with the Tribal Council in the chat. If you have any questions for them, go ahead and post your questions up there. If you have questions for me and Mr. Weapon X, post your question up, but put 4 question marks before and after your question so we know it's definitely for us. And we can sit it to the side and answer it. If we can't answer it right away, we'll definitely get to your questions before the end. If you're watching on replay, put your questions in the comment section. And or if you have a comment about anything we discuss, we definitely read them. Weapon X and I are definitely within the first 24 to 48 hours, we're paying attention to the comment section and we're answering and replying back. So definitely, if you have anything to offer or questions, they will not go unanswered. Next, okay, yep, that's it. Any questions? No problem. All right, so in the news. Now, I said last week we're going to be handling news, current events, and so on and so forth. And at the beginning of the month, and the beginning of next month will be the first show is February 7th. We'll be talking about pre-filed bills, new congressional session. Matter of fact, we're going to cover a little bit about that tonight, but we're going to cover pistol brace decision, updates on the ATF letter, and anything else that might come up. As far as pre-filed bills, guys, there's a new congressional session, so there's a lot of pre-filed bills for the different states. I know a lot of them came out in Virginia, a lot of gun laws and different bans and this, that, and the other. If you are in a state where there's been pre-filed gun control bills filed, get on the phone or send an email to your representatives. Let them know that you don't appreciate it. If you're about the 2A, the Second Amendment, and there's any type of gun control going on that's an infringement on our Second Amendment, get in touch with your representatives. Let them know that you are not happy and that you do not appreciate if they vote for those bills. So definitely do that now. This is something that can't wait to the 7th of the month. I just wanted to say that now. Get in touch. There's plenty of organizations like FPC, Gun Owners of America. If you're in Virginia Citizens Defense League, just it's there's a lot in every state. So if you're in a state that you have someone that's fighting for your rights, get in touch with them. They will help you send your disapproval to your representatives. So with that being said, the one last thing, yeah, there's been a lot of gun tragedies this week. I knew just here in Virginia, just 2 days ago, I think it was, what's today, Tuesday? So no, actually this would have been yesterday. There was a six-year-old kid took a gun to school and shot his teacher. 6 years old. That there's still, the details are still blurry. I haven't gotten all of the details. They've kind of kept the details real vague, and it's still being figured out where a 6-year-old got a gun from. Unfortunately, there had to be an adult somewhere that was negligent in the keeping of their firearms. So what I wanted to say to you guys and anybody watching the replay, and you're a responsible gun owner, because one of the main things, one of our cornerstones is safety training, and safekeeping of your firearms. It is up to us. Unfortunately, it's up to us to educate and implore people to keep their guns out of the hands of their children. It's unacceptable that a 6-year-old could get a firearm wherever he got it from. We're not sure. To be able to do something like this, it's just tragic. So, of course, the gun controllers, they're going to jump all over this. Oh, he shouldn't have did this. Or the parents are at fault. And I can't say the parents aren't at fault. It depends on if that's where he got the gun from. So, guys, speak up. Be talking to your neighbors. Talk to your people. If you have a platform, use it to talk to people and teach people responsible gun ownership. A 6-year-old just is not, should not have a gun. So, with that being said, before I go any further, I want to introduce my man, my partner in this. He's been with me since day one. I mean, since we met, we've been, kind of thick as thieves. And we talk to each other daily. We bounce things back and forth with each other. We were just talking today about this build coming up. I got some more supplies for it. Should be coming real soon. I know I've been saying that for weeks and weeks, but we had some setbacks and I had to get some other stuff coming in. So got a delivery today, the final piece of the puzzle. We're going to do some testing. Got to do some testing first because we're trying something new. I guarantee you've never seen this before, what we're trying to do. Hopefully I can pull it off. So coming up, Mr. Weapon XYZ. What's going on, Weapon? What's good, man? Okay. I guess your other one got stuck.
I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden all of my windows just went like right as you were getting ready to present me. As if I could just
Well, I'm glad you came back in before I brought you up. What's going on, man? You said you was having kind of a off day today, man. You gonna be all right?
I woke up at this morning in one of those I could kick a puppy kind of moods, dude. I don't know what it was. I don't know why. I didn't get much sleep last night. That might be it. But I'm here. Yeah. I got a smile on my face.
That's good. That's absolutely good. Appreciate it. So, Weapon, I know you've been sitting in the back room and you've been trying to checking out who's in the tribal council tonight. Who we got on tonight, man? Who's coming in tonight?
We got a pretty packed house tonight, actually. So we got Blade Boy in the house.
What's going on? He was first up, man. Glad to see you, bro.
Always
glad to see you.
It's either him or Hawkeye. It's a toss up usually.
Yeah, really. And Hawkeye was number 2, wasn't he?
Of course he was. We got Sailman in the house.
What's going on, Sailman? Good to see you,
Mr.
Vino. Always a pleasure to see you here, friend.
Senior Moment in the crib.
Oh, Senior. Good to see you, man.
We got Mr. Darth Dev.
Yeah.
Mr. Nico Bernie.
Bernie. What's going on, my dude? Darth Dev. Good to see you, man.
And
Ed Levance. What? Man,
welcome, brother.
You've been missed, brother. You've been missed.
We missed you, man.
Good to see you. Man, I tell you what, man, I'm just so glad to see you, and I'm sure there's quite a few more hanging out in the background, and might be a little shy. Guys, don't be shy. Jump right into the chat if you can. If you're driving, don't jump into the chat. Just drive and listen to us. We got a few announcements coming up, and then we'll get right into the thick of things tonight. So, one of the things that Blade Boy, yeah. He could have got the gun from anybody. It could have been from a friend who got it from his parents, but still in all, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Boy, I'm gonna pop this up on here because
go ahead, man.
I thought the same thing. My mind immediately went to some sort of abuse or mistreatment of the student in school that possibly led to this. Apparently, the shooting itself happened after a disagreement, after some sort of an argument between him and the teacher. So who knows if it was just a momentary thing, but why did the kid have the gun in the school in the first place unless he had premeditated to do something with it? But yeah, I thought the same thing, man. What led up to that? What caused it? What was the teacher being abusive towards the student, whatever the case may be? Not that is in any way, shape, or form an excuse to shoot somebody. But, yeah,
it was very intentional.
Everybody's got their breaking point.
Yeah. And for a 60-year-old to have a breaking point, I mean, and the teacher's going to survive. The teacher's in the hospital. The teacher didn't die. The teacher's in the hospital.
6-year-olds throw fits when they don't get their snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Hawkeye said they see it on the news all the time.
Terrible. So, but yeah, there's things like that going on around. And guys, if you have anything you want to offer up and offer a prayer to people, man, just feel free to put it up in the chat, man. We won't stop anybody from being able to share at any time on this channel. So
never.
With that being said, first announcement, guys, the new Builders Tribe website and forum will go live within a few weeks. All right, we've already started uploading stuff. If you are in the forum and you have, like Mr. Hawkeye, if you have anything, any write-ups, any blogs you want to put up, hold on to them for now, okay? Because we're definitely inside 30 days of the site going live, and if you put it up now, we're just gonna have to move it over. So just hang tight. We'll go live in a few weeks, and we will be back on Wix. Okay, we will be back on Wix, which is a little more user friendly than what we're on now. If you're from the last forum, you know how Wix works. It's very user friendly. Sometimes it can get a little glitchy, just depending on what you're trying to do. But for the most part, they fixed a lot of the glitches, and hopefully we can get a lot more engagement. Because I know, just myself using it, I know if I weren't one of the tribal council, I probably would be like, I'm not posting nothing, man. I'm not trying 3 or 4 times to get something in because it keeps kicking me out. And now, bear in mind, Mr. Nas did an excellent job putting that forum and website together for us in within days. It was what we needed to try and keep the community together as much as possible, and to keep going and have an information outlet when the last forum went down. That was out of any of our control, and we did what we had to do. And it's been almost a year. Our anniversary is coming up. February 17th last year was our first our first FTQ 80% live stream. So it's been almost a year come February since we've been doing this. We really appreciate everyone hanging out, staying close by. Just to know that all of the current FTQ 80% forum members' emails have been moved over to the new forum already. So once we go live, all you will have to do is go over, sign in. To sign in, you'll just have to go to forgot password, create a new password, and boom, you are in You won't have to do a whole bunch of signing up and all of that. You just have to change the password and you will be in. All right. So next up, just a little something I'm going to throw out there, guys. All right. A lot of people, this is not going to, some people aren't going to like what I'm about to say, but that's okay. You don't have to like it. We don't have sponsors. Okay. All right. We don't have raffles that you have to pay for. We don't have giveaways that you have to pay for. Okay. We give away some things. We're going to hopefully give away some things within the next couple of weeks. We'll talk about that in a second, but, we don't have endowments. We don't have any way to pay for this except for out of our pockets. And it's not cheap. I will say it's not cheap. Am I saying that I have a problem with paying for it? Absolutely not. This is something we decided to do. However, it is expensive. So we're not asking for anything for the last year. We just ask if you feel moved, if you feel like you get any type of value from what we do and you feel moved to donate to help move forward with this, feel free to donate to help pay for it. That's it. I guarantee you 100% of the money will go to back to this. Nobody's trying to make any money off of anything or anybody. That's one of the things that kind of caused the split when we were starting this up, and that's okay. People feel like that's the case. I really don't care what people think, but this stuff is not cheap. I mean, we got the streaming, we got the website, we got the hosting, it's a lot of stuff. So if you feel like you want to donate, doesn't matter if it's $1, 50 cents, a quarter. On the screen, you can donate to Gentleman Designs PayPal. And I guarantee you it'll all go into an account that'll go to paying for just the Builders Tribe stuff, the Builders Tribe website and streaming. So with that being said, that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm working on merch. Just letting you know, we're working on merch. If you want to buy, if you want to support that way you get something for whatever you're donating. We're working on t-shirts, hats, patches, stickers, whatever else you guys, if you guys come up with something, a good idea that might help support our efforts and support your forum and your community, feel free, let us know, send us a DM. Nas came up with a great idea for a patch that's kind of funny. So we're definitely going to be doing that. T-shirts are easy. Again, I plan on opening up an account just for Builders Tribe stuff. Right now, everything's just going to Gentleman Designs because Builders Tribe is a spinoff of that business. So everything's going to go there until I can get a Builders Tribe PayPal or Venmo or Cash App set up. So with that being said, that's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on. 100% versus 180. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
M. Adams. Looks like you just
what's up? What's going on, man? Yeah, patches, kind of patch short. Okay, cool. You're gonna like some of the patches we got coming out. Yeah, I've got patches in there.
So many.
I've got a patch for you, Weapon. I refuse to tell you what it is until I can send it to you. That way I want to see your face when you open it.
I have a feeling I know what it probably is.
One more announcement. Sorry, guys. One more announcement. Mr. Hawkeye, starting next week, we will have a new segment by Mr. Hawkeye. It will be called Hawkeye's Custom Corner. And his first subject is called Stippling for Beginners, ... like me. And he'll be going over some of his tips and tricks and things he's learned while starting from beginning to where he is now and where he wants to go in going forward. I know right now he's perfecting his borders, but he has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to customizing a gun. And a few weeks ago we had the subject of Gucci build versus plain Jane, and then he added another one versus custom, which is totally different. And I never thought about it that way. It's totally different between a Gucci build where you buy Gucci parts and put them all together and versus customizing, actual customizing. And if you've seen any of, if you're a member of the forum, go to the gallery. If you're not a member of the forum, actually the forum has been, I think he stopped the enrollment because we're switching over. The gallery is also being transferred over to the new forum. He is an awesome customizer. So next week, Hawkeye's Custom Corner will be live during the show. The subject, stippling for beginners like me. So
I'm gonna say that I got the privilege of seeing a sneak peek of Hawkeye's most recent stipple job on the second Freedom Wolf in his Freedom Wolf build trilogy. I'll call it a build trilogy. I don't know if I'd call you a beginner anymore, dude, because that shit looks good.
No,
it looks really good, man.
Nah, he's killing it, man. I can't wait to see the stipple he puts on that, because that was the only thing I think he said he had left to put the stipple on it.
If he gives a thumbs up in the comments, maybe I'll toss you a photo.
Oh man. Yeah, it's a piece of work. It's definitely a piece of work, and he's helped me out a lot. We've been working on a build this week. The Liberator, the G20, is coming out hopefully by next week. It's ready for paint. After everything that, hold on, my phone is listening to me again. After everything that I've done to it, I think he helped me get the magwell together and get the paint on it, and it's just going to be a whole lot better than what I've had originally planned for, thanks to Hawkeye. So I know he sounds like he put some pics up in the forum. So I know it sounds like I'm beating Hawkeye's drum, and I am, because anybody that has talent and puts together what he does, anybody that comes in, I mean, we beat the drum of everybody. If you have a build and you put it up, we let everybody know about it. We're going to be doing a lot more.
Especially if it's coming with that hotness.
Yeah. Showcase minutes will be back.
Nice.
Showcase minutes will be back. We have video space on Wix. We can put videos up on the forum now, in the new forum that we're going to. So showcase
you guys
minutes
can ask Ram how often I message him and say showcase minutes ?
Showcase minutes are coming back. That's partially my fault, because I've been so focused on a lot of other things. I haven't had a chance to do a lot of editing, but I have showcase to do for Hawkeye, Great Maker, myself.
We'll have ours coming up too.
Ours is coming up. These two builds we just did, or he did, and I'm doing. So we have a lot more. And guys, if you want your build in the showcase minute, please, I'm going to be pulling from the gallery to do showcase minutes for those builds, because we have some absolutely awesome builds. Sailman, his builds. he was the one that had that 1911 that we put up a couple weeks ago, man. Sailman, you're in here. Tell us, what was that a complete custom 1911 that you have in the forum gallery, or was it just a Gucci 5? I think we determined that it was a Gucci build. Is that right, Weapon? That's what we had said, right?
Yeah,
I think. Matter of fact, I can pull up the slides. Let me see if I can pull that up, because that was an awesome build. So yeah, it was just a Gucci build. Okay, cool, man. It's
madams,
just
anything. If you built it, if you customized it, share it.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't. It doesn't have to be Gucci to make it into the showcase minute.
It's 80% AR. If it's a 80% 1911, 80% P80. Fuck, if it's a SCT frame P80, You know, I don't care if it's serialized, if it's 100%, if it's custom, Guccified, bring it.
Yeah, we just want to share it. We just want to share it. Yeah, there it is.
I never turned down some good gun porn.
Oh man, it that's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, man. Show us what you got. You know what I'm saying? We want to see everything. So I'll definitely be doing a showcase for Liberator because it's coming out a whole lot better than I expected it to come out. And again, that was painted. The slide and barrel were painted by Celio Turner of Turner Gunworks. And I won that in a contest on the previous forum, so I'm happy. So that's when we're talking about just regular SIG 3, C3 with some VZ grips, Magwell. Okay, man, it's an awesome build, dude. It's an awesome build. So
I was just sent Ram some photos the other day of the next firearm I want to purchase, which is a Bull Armory.
That thing is beautiful, man.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. That's a beautiful piece of machinery.
Yeah.
But let's get into the subject. 100% versus 80%. Is 100% is building with 100% frame or FCU selling out to the 80% community? It's a real simple question, and I want everybody to answer. If you're within the sound of my ears, whether you're watching on replay or in the chat, what's your answer to that question? Is building with 100% versus an 80% frame selling out to the 80% community? Is it something that shouldn't be done? Is there something that's taboo? Is it something that it makes you less patriotic? I don't think so. My answer is no. It actually can be less expensive.
much less expensive in some of our cases.
I'm just saying, U.S. Patriot Army, they're still selling the FCU, the SIG P320 FCU, right? They're selling the 80% and they're selling the 100%. Of course, the 100% is coming directly from SIG. The 80% is coming directly from JSD Supply. The 80% is $124 right now. Now, I've seen it as low as $69. And it may come down just depending on what JSD, supply, what they do and so on and so forth. But I've seen it as low as $69. However, the FCU, stripped FCU from SIG, serialized, I caught it on sale for $39.99. All I had to do was do a 4473, which most of the people in here, I think all of the people in here can pass a 4473. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is, a lot of people's point is, I want to be able to build what I want to build without government oversight. And I get it. I've got a whole lot of frames out there that once they're built. I know about them unless I decide to tell somebody. So,
and I think, we brought that up on a previous show, and that was, part of the reason I built my first, firearm. First as in, you know what I mean, was the anonymity portion of it. What if our government were to someday decide that they wanted to come and strip all of us law-abiding citizens of our right to bear arms? Well, Guess what? Yeah, officer, that's all the firearms that I own. Yep, just those two.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
And it can definitely be tough because we want to be able to do what we want to do. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't let us. They just don't let us. Just like now, we have the ATF letter that is now controlling what, and I just, before we go forward, I just wanted to put up some of these responses. Nope. Custom is custom. Absolutely. Mr. Vino, absolutely. Nope. And I kind of knew what everybody was going to say. in reference to this question, because we all like to build.
I like Ed Levance's answers, not to the community, but the government.
Yeah, absolutely. Custom is custom, right on. That's right. It's just, I love to build. That's why I almost pulled the trigger, no pun intended, on buying a complete FCU from SIG, which would have cost me almost $400 freaking dollars. Mind you, I have a lower parts kit already in there. So all I had to do was get the FCU for $40.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. I almost did it, but I'm glad I didn't, because I love the build. I love putting it together. I love knowing how it works. I know if something goes wrong, I can fix it. I can get in and fix it. And I think everyone here that's watching or in the chat, they do this because of that. Not, yes, because of freedom. Absolutely. Everybody wants the freedom to do what the hell they want to do. The Second Amendment affords us that right.
Mm-hmm.
But if we didn't like building, we wouldn't build. We'd own, but we wouldn't build, because building is not easy. I hate, and I'm sure Weapon can agree, I hate when people say, oh, I could build it in 30 minutes, or you can build this in 30. Yeah, you could build it in 30 minutes, but it might not fire. And if it does, it might fire once. You might get two, but it's going to fall apart at some point. It's not something you trust your life to. And it takes time. It takes energy. The hobby is just more than just a hobby in building. So, Mr. Nas Veritas, what's going on, my friend?
Hi,
Welcome
friend.
to the show.
Day late,
Welcome
$1
home.
short.
Never, brother.
That's all right.
Never.
You made it in, bro.
You're right on time.
I was just saying that, we do this because we love doing it, not because we have to do it. Because if I had to spend, I guarantee you, I've spent more money on every build than what I could have bought a stock one from at the store.
Oh, hands down, 100%.
Every build I have has been way more. But I also like to do Gucci builds. I don't
you
do
dial them
builds.
up. You go
Quit pointing at me now.
I dial them up. But it would cost me a lot more if I bought it stock and then tried to upgrade it. It would cost me a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm starting from 400 or 500. Now I got to add
instead of 150.
Instead of 150, exactly.
And then you don't have that pride of what you put together yourself, which for me is a big thing. I always
a huge part of it. A huge part of it.
Wouldn't
I
mind
made this.
Exactly. I wouldn't mind starting from 100% FCU or something if I was just like, hey, let's trick it out, like the SIG ones you got there recently, Ram. Because especially those, because drilling them just right is a slight pain. It's worth it.
I'm still scared to drill that thing, man. I got an MVP one. I've got all of I got the jig and everything out there. I'm scared to do it.
Well, I mean, the only way you get to do the new experiences is by doing it. But at least you know that you can put the parts into that, make sure all the parts work. And then if you drill it and you screw it up, you know it's your fault.
Yeah.
But then you can look at it and compare and be like, oh, well, this is how I fix it. This is factory. This is how it should be. So go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but it's just crazy. But there was something else I wanted to discuss. Did
either one of you show this comment by Darth Dav? Because I just came in. I had no service and I was traveling anyway.
No, you're fine. Which one?
But
yeah, that just popped up 2 minutes ago. So you're
all right, cool. Because I think that is great. Sorry, thank you, Darth Dav. It's a beautiful comment.
Absolutely. I agree, dude. Definitely in agreement there.
100%.
Yeah, it definitely sends the finger to the government. But I posted. You got to watch what you put on Facebook. So you got to watch what you put on Instagram too. But I got more people watching me at Facebook than Instagram, and I forgot that the things I post on Instagram automatically get sent over to Facebook.
Oh, oops. You're in jail, ain't you?
No, I'm not. I caught it. I think one person saw it. Well, more than one person saw it, but one person commented. And I immediately edited the wording. I left the wording the same on Instagram because I know in Instagram is mostly just us, on my Instagram.
Right.
On my Facebook page, I got us, my family, my friends, and people that I may or may not work for or with at some point. So I just changed the wording up a little bit, but I basically snubbed the government in one of my comments, so I had to take that out on Facebook. Anyway, can't hear you, dude. You're muted. You muted
me?
yourself.
I will be back in a brief second, fellas.
I was going to say, I'm loud and proud. All right. Hawkeye says they already have my prints. Yeah, they got mine too. But I ain't worried about that. That's one of the nice things about doing things legitimately is, fine. They got my prints, but I ain't doing anything wrong.
That's right. And that's why, I didn't feel bad about, okay, I got to get, some FCUs and but I also had to make other purchases for my business, for my concealed carry permit classes. So but with that being said, I'm not giving them a chance to, or giving them an opportunity to say, why is he buying so many firearms? So, I ordered the FCUs, and then I had the bright idea, because it was the end of the year and there were sales going on, to get the Smith & Wesson Equalizer. Well, nobody here had the Equalizer in stock. So I had to order the Equalizer. But no, actually, two places had it in stock here. But it wasn't the same place where I had the FCUs going to my FFL. Okay. So now I did a 4473 last month. Now I'm going to do another 4773 this month. And then if I got the Equalizer from another store, I would have to do a third 4473.
And the repetitive nature of doing the forms might toss a, hey, this guy likes guns,
all within 15 days. So because here in Virginia, you can, unless you have a concealed carry permit, you can't purchase more than one handgun in 30 days. That's one of the laws that went into effect a couple years back. You can only purchase one handgun within 30 days unless you have a concealed carry permit, which of course I do. So when I go to purchase another one within 30 days, I have to now present not only my ID, but my concealed carry permit. So that gives me the ability to purchase again. But I didn't want to do 3 4473s in 15 days. I just not giving them any opportunity to throw up a red flag on that.
No.
So I had to order online. I ordered from a vendor online, had it shipped to my FFL, and just purchased everything on the same 4473. So they don't know what I got. They just know I did a second 4473, but don't know how many firearms I got.
And isn't it funny how the different states have different laws like that? Unfortunately, and actually, Virginia, Commonwealth, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Commonwealth.
Yeah. Commonwealth, nothing. One of the other Commonwealths, Massachusetts. First off, you can only purchase or get transferred to an FFL certain firearms. They have to be on an approved roster. So if they're not, you can't get them unless you build them. You're allowed to own them. You just can't buy them.
Well, at least you have the opportunity to build them. There's some states that will go unnamed that you can't even build them legally.
Yeah, which, yes.
If it's not on the roster, you can't even build it.
Right. Or yeah. Hawkeye, I don't know which one of our comments you're talking about, but yes.
Yeah, it's all a pain in the ass. Really.
And I'm back, y'all.
And actually, I might have shared this last stream. I don't remember. But as far as the roster thing goes, Massachusetts is not the only state. If you live in any of these 4 places, you have to pick off of a list. And if it's not on the list, good luck. You ain't getting it.
And guess what? Glock's not on that list.
Well,
in at least 2 of those states. Sorry, California and New.
Massachusetts, it wasn't on that list for the longest time. I think they finally added it, but only some models. It's not just like a blanket. This manufacturer, it's literally every gun has to be tested by a third party, pass tests that, I mean, frankly, we could do better, but that's okay. And most manufacturers don't want to go through the hassle to do that, to then submit it. Like the SIG P320, you can only get the variant with the manual safety, and you can't have an FCU shipped unless
it doesn't have a manual
specific one.
Well, they do have some that have manual safeties, but not.
Yeah.
But right,
yeah,
but
yeah, Hawkeye states to never move to.
Yeah,
I
100%.
completely agree.
I would not live here if not for family, and there's other places to go when that's no longer a consideration. To say when they get old enough, just to be clear on that one.
But been there before too, Nas. Yeah, there's a reason I'm still in Virginia. Because I could have been long gone by now.
Well,
but
I mean, I got some land in Arkansas if y'all want to come party with me when I get to move.
Arkansas? I've been through Arkansas.
Same.
Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful country. Beautiful country.
Thank God for Tennessee. Yep.
And many other lovely states.
Well.
Yeah.
So I mean, basically, it is. That's the subject, man. 100% bills are great, and just to go through a few, Mr. Weapon XYZ so diligently came up with the list of everything he could find, and he even admitted he probably left out one or two. So, guys, if
possible, I even threw in aluminum framed lowers as well. So
see, I guarantee you, none of them are on the approved roster list for at least Massachusetts, if not all 4 of the states I previously posted. So I like them; they look great. I like the Combat Armory frame or the SCT-19, but
yeah, I actually thought about getting one of the Combat Armory 19s for a plain Jane carry gun, because I need to have a plain Jane carry gun, but I'm not buying another frame until I finish the builds we're currently working on.
Can you even really honestly truly say that you can make a plain Jane anything? Come on.
I can make it. I can do it.
It would be harder for you to make a plain Jane than it would be for you to make a Gucci build. Anyway, I digress. I do.
I can do it. Well, I can do it. I'm going to get a Combat Armory 19 frame. I'm going to get a plain Jane slide from somebody, maybe ADP Builder. Well, it won't be plain Jane if ADP Builder, but if I catch a sale at ADP Builder,
you can do their agent slide. It's very as plain Jane as you can.
Okay, I'll get an agent slide. The challenge is set. I'm going to get a Combat Armory 19 frame. Agent slide from ADP Builder, and a plain black barrel. And I'm not going to do any stippling. No, I got to do stippling, guys. I got to stipple it. I got to at least stipple it. I was trying to say, I couldn't even say it with a straight face.
He's going to come out and it's going to be plain Jane and like a 3-colored, like different shades of gray, freaking camouflage. And,
it won't be a $1,500 gun, though. It'll be a $350-ish gun.
No, but it's
just so you guys know.
Optic.
Just so you guys know, Ram does have more slides. I didn't just find 4 frames.
Yeah, we were just talking. Okay.
There's a whole shit ton.
Verwapen G43.
The Verwapen.
P365 frames. Mags. Got the Zev 02 The Zev is cool. I like the Zev frame.
Yeah, the
It reminds
cool looking.
the Zev reminds me of the Lone Wolf because it's got that 1911 angle to it, and it's real slim. So
that Zev with the gun cuts cyberpunk slider look hot. Just saying.
Agreed.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, we got the Nomad Defense. Nomad 9, 9F, G11. Then you got the Lone Wolves, Timberwolf, compact, full size. Fun fact: Timberwolf was the first build I was gonna build before I found the previous forum, because I had it in my head I was gonna build the Lone Wolf. It's gonna be a wolf theme and blah blah blah. And then I got with you guys and I lost my freaking mind.
Well, you succumbed to the group hallucination of I can build only one. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? In my defense, I didn't know about Polymer 80 when I learned about Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf was the first 80% free.
Which
one of us?
What are you gonna say, Nas?
Well, I was gonna say, oddly enough, the Lone Wolf is one of the last frames I had heard of when I first got into the building there.
Honestly, it was the last frame I got. I got a Lone Wolf in there. That was the last one I got.
I think it was like probably the second frame I heard of, besides the Polymer 80s.
All right.
Maybe second or third.
Agency arms, Matrix arms. The Matrix arms frame looks kind of nice. I like that. Like the lines on it.
Yeah. There's actually one coming up here to answer Hawkeye's question back here. Which one would you build? My answer is going to be that Alpha Foxtrot MF409C. It's modular.
Yeah.
So the top and the bottom, you can get all sorts of different color combinations.
Interesting.
Yep, they're modular. Fucking sexy.
So that one is modular.
And if you can get the top
and
as a modular FDE, that means you could probably RIT dye it any color and have even more color combos.
Aluminum.
Oh, it's aluminum.
Hey, Hawkeye's got a comment here.
Forged aluminum.
LW, their mag will suck.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes. Agreed. I'm gonna make a magwell out of clay. See if I can get it hardened enough to actually be viable.
I'm sure you could.
There's polymer clay out there that will harden. It's just a matter of will it withstand. Is it durable?
You could even do a lost wax casting of a custom magwell with any kind of metal you want. Bronze would work probably really well for it because you can melt it easy. So design your magwell, make it as you want. You can build without it being polymer. It just takes longer.
Yep. Or you could have a 3D printer like you and figure out how to design it.
I was thinking about doing a 3D printed Glock frame and then doing the lost wax casting with it, basically, except it'd be polymer instead, and see if I could make a metal frame with a Glock style. That would already be pre-stippled technically because it'd be printed that way.
Right.
But that's far out.
Interesting thoughts. Again, full custom. Let's get it. And you got the Shadow Systems MR9. Sorry guys, I got the picture a little too close, but
that's okay.
MR 920 and the Gray Ghost Precision GG
now see
N17.
That Gray Ghost Precision, wow, that's a little tongue twister right now. Mm-hmm. that to me looks like it'd be the perfect under for a plain Jane that it doesn't have the Glock on.
Yeah. Gray Ghost Precision though, they're expensive.
Well,
they're definitely overpriced. They're definitely overpriced
for the frame itself. Yeah,
for the frame itself.
I agree.
For their P320 slide parts kit, though, it was very well made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
just throwing that out there.
And that's that's where I am now with spare change. I got to get a slide parts. U.S. Patriot Army, I think it was Armory. No, Rainier Arms.
Mm-hmm. That's the place to go for your SIG parts, dude.
They have
at least one of the places to go.
Yeah, so I think they have the upper and the recoil spring, and I think it was going to cost me right around $100 for it, for the upper parts kit and recoil spring. And that's all I need, and then it can be done. But then I found out today I'll have to spend another $100 on a Magwell and extended slide release. I mean, extended mag release from Tyrant. But anyway, whole nother question. Yeah. So another $200 and spare change will be finished.
Yeah, Darth Dev, I feel you. I don't have money enough to build anything right now.
Same.
I feel you, dude. It's tight right now. I got a closet full of them. I'm working on what I was able to gather up before everything went haywire. And then we got the king, I guess, the Polymer 80 PFC9 and the PFS9. So,
dare I say it's the Glock of the 80% world? It's just so common that people kind of synonymously, use that.
Yeah, pretty much. I would agree. Would definitely agree. That,
well, I still see people call the 80% version the PFC9, and I'm like, no. No, it's not the PFC9. What you have there is a PF940C, sir.
Yes.
Good day.
Slight difference.
Oh man, so that's pretty much it. I mean, those are the guys. If you know of any other frames out there that we can add to the list, we're gonna actually put a section on the new forum for people that want to do 100% frames because we're not afraid of them. We just choose to do 80%.
They have their place.
They actually, yeah. And before you came on, we were talking about that, Nas, about that they're not taboo.
Oh
they're
no!
Just another way.
Oh no! The worst thing that could happen to any of us. Hawkeye, I feel for you, sir. I feel for you.
Yeah. I have to fight right now to not look at too many emails. I've spent way too much money in the last 2 months. Like I do every November to January, I spend too much money.
And then from January to November.
Yeah, January to November. Yeah. But right now I have all the gun parts and everything I need. I got the slide for this build that I almost said the name weapon. I almost said it. I almost said the name that I'm building. I got the materials I need to finish the slide.
Hey, random question. Anybody know where I can get a $sign stipple tip? I might have to custom make that.
Yeah, I don't know. You might. Hey, what you might do is I might be able to help you with that. Actually,
fair enough.
I might be
That'd
able
be
to
cool.
help you with that.
Oh no sharing the credit card statements. No.
Yeah, Ram, that happened.
That happened. She found 3 days ago. She found the statement. Oh, dude.
Heard nothing, say nothing, see nothing.
Well, since we're talking credit cards, I got a text message from my wife today and said, "This is your balance on the Platinum Amex." I'm like, I thought that was paid off. I've been paying off that since last November.
This is why we all have heart problems. We're all past tense on these bills. Tense being the operative word.
Hey, I did pay one off. I had two. I paid one off. One is paid off. So I'm glad that's paid off. And that's only paid off because I had to send the last slide back to California. Because that was the last thing I had on that card. Yeah, I had to send it back.
Need to find some place where I can use, Klarna or Sezzle or something. Start getting parts from that. Like a pay off in 4 equal installments.
Dude, I owe Klarna right now. I just paid off a firm, and I owe Klarna, and Credova I just bought. I can't wait to customize my Benelli M4 clone. I bought one.
Oh, hey, dude. Right. Speaking of, did you see that Tyrant dropped a shotgun? Sorry, not Tyrant. Olight.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I was contemplating getting that, but it looks a little blocky.
Or flashlight
blocky.
It can't be as blocky as a D-cell mag light duct tape to the thing. Come on now.
Well, true. True. Well, I'm trying to figure out because I was going to get that for the
Got the camp
M4
floodlight
clone.
duct tape to
I was going to get that for the M4 clone, but I bought the Strike Industries foregrip for the M4 clone, and it's already kind of anyway. Never mind. It's already a little difficult to grip. So adding that to it would be almost impossible to get a good purchase on it. So, I mean, it works with a smaller AR. What do you call it? Drawing a blank. Anyway, it doesn't work well with the shotgun, which is what I wanted to use it for. So, rather not drop those ducats on it.
No.
Strike Industries did come out with a nice little Picatinny rail mount for a flashlight utilizing on the shotgun now. I think I might get one of those.
All right.
That's a username I don't recognize.
Yeah,
Welcome, sir.
Boost
or madam.
B Austin Tex.
B Austin Tex. Okay. I was about to kill it. Thanks, Nas.
I mean, or it's Boston Tex. I mean, but I just
Yeah, you do have to have a pick rail for that. He was just saying that it's for pick rail, so you do have to have a pick rail in order to use it. Which I have probably about 5 or 6 different length pick rails in the parts closet, so that's not an issue. I just don't think it'll be a good fit for that build. So why spend the money? Yeah, not for a Mossberg 500. Absolutely,
no.
From Boston in Texas. Okay,
all right,
Boston
all right.
in Texas.
Oh, your accent's gonna be killer,
Boston,
my dude.
Texas. Got it. Boston. I can't do it. I can't do a Boston accent.
Y'all.
I can't do a Boston accent. All right, cool. Got it. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us.
No,
Gotta go down to the harbor.
If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah.
Normally we would put up the FTQ 80 website, but Mr. Nas shut down enrollment for now because we're moving over to the new site. And we discussed that at the beginning, the new site, and anybody that wants
a shame. Sorry, he lost his accent years ago. I was like, I'm just imagining the best accent in the world.
But if you are watching, hit the thumbs up. If you got value from this show, we're about to wrap it up as we land the plane, as they call it. If you got value from this show, or you got value from any of the shows that we have done, please hit that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm push us out to more people, and we build a bigger crowd and more input in the chat. Again, if you're watching this on replay, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy life. We appreciate everyone here taking the time out of their busy life, because you could be doing so many other things other than sitting here with us. So anyone remember the flashlight on the rifle used at the end of Caddyshack?
Dude, that thing was stupid long. That looked like a 6D battery flashlight.
Yeah. That was a weapon in and of itself.
Big stainless steel fucking club. Speaking of, I've been hit with one of those Ford diesel flashlights. You don't want that. You don't want that smoke. I'm just letting you know right now. I woke up a half an hour later.
Yeah, we used to use those in doing security. We used to use those because they wouldn't let us carry bats, so we use 4D cells, or
No, we'll just say there was a boy in blue on the other side of that, but that's neither besides the point.
That sucks.
Never throw an arm bar on a police officer, gentlemen.
I mean, that's a good idea,
because their partner might have a Ford diesel flashlight.
That's good advice.
It's very good advice.
I don't even want to know. I mean, I kind of want to know, but I don't want to know. It's like, that train wreck that's coming. You don't want to see it, but you want to look anyway. All right, guys. Well,
when they go to throw you up against the car and you spin around and they end up face first into it, you're almost guaranteed to get hit with something.
Yeah. And if it's the wrong cop, it ain't gonna be a taser.
Those were in my younger, much less smarter days.
Experience is one heck of a
You mean
teacher.
yesterday?
Oh,
you're such an asshole.
Gotta be good at something.
You lobbed that up there for me. I
did. I think I was 19, maybe 19. So 21 years ago now.
Yeah, we've all done crazy things. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut this down because I have to be up bright and early in the morning, and I'm sure everyone has things to do tomorrow. Mr. Nas Veritas, I want to again thank you for all the work you're doing, guys. Nas Veritas is working tirelessly to get us switched over to the new forum and website.
Best I can. Members should be imported. You're going to have to basically do a forgot your password thing, but your name and will be attached to your email address on the new forum, so at least your account will port over. As far as posts, there's no direct way to do that, but I'm working on saving as many resource posts as I can, and I'll see what else I can do. Bob. Oh, Bob's comment. Let's go back to that real quick. I'm glad there weren't cameras around when I was young and stupid too, but now everybody's got a damn cell phone. So be mindful of what you do, folks.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some funny videos, but we've had some bad videos too. Oh, guys, damn it. Okay, listen up, guys. Everything, I know we're supposed to do a giveaway tonight. Everything has been separated and put into the Builders Tribe bonus folder. We tried to send you out messages to let you know it was posted up.
Yeah, the forum mass email thing was throwing me an SQL error, which forbid me from sending out a mass email to all y'all, and I apologize for that.
Yeah,
but
we couldn't get the word out to you guys.
But the good news is, and here you go in the stream, there's a link right to the forum. If you're watching this, you probably have an account. If you don't have an account, you're going to miss out on this because I did lock it down during the transition period, so don't miss any of you fine folk out there. But there's the link in the chat for going right to those builders bonuses that this guy. I always get the direction wrong. I'm pointing in the YouTube thing. This guy right here has set up. So
there's nobody even to your right. No, I'm just playing.
Well, that's part of my problem. On my screen, he's on the left. Okay, so I have to point to my right to go to this guy. At least I can get down right. So we just need to be all stacked up and down.
That's what she said. Anyway, so definitely go over there, guys. 3 items. Put your name on 3 items you would like to win. All right. If you see something you like to win, a lot of the stuff in there is Glock oriented, but some of it isn't. Some of it is actually some custom pieces by Mr. Hawkeye and some custom modified pieces. So he took some of his modified locking blocks and rear rails and donated them. So if you're one of those guys that have 3D printer or a 3D frame and you need front locking block or rear rails, guess what? You can win some next week. If you're thinking about getting a 3D frame, guess what? You can get some locking blocks next week. And guess what I got here? These will be given away. These were the original coins that Hawkeye did for us.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one of the new ones.
Ooh, shiny.
Here, hold on. We're gonna put you up full tilt boogie there.
This is one of the new ones.
Oh wow! I haven't even seen that up close.
He did the etching and filled the etching with black.
Okay, that's beautiful work, man.
Love it, dude.
Bam!
All right. Bitcoin nothing. I want one of them.
Yep. And then here's another one. These will be given away during the drawing as well. If you enter one of the drawings, everyone that enters any drawing will get entered to win one of these coins. There's 2 of them. Actually, there's 3. Sorry.
Oh, see, he was trying to keep one for himself.
This one's mine. This one's mine. This one's mine. I'm keeping this one. I can't give this one. Bam. I can't give this one.
All right. That you know what?
This one's mine.
Drill a hole in it. Wear it as a necklace. You'll be fine.
I can't give this one away, but what I might do is ask Mr. Hawkeye to make a second one, and we'll give that away on the next one. If he can do a second one, we'll give it away. Hawkeye, this is absolutely freaking awesome, dude.
Gorgeous.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. But
and if you too want to learn how to etch, both Weapon XYZ and Hawkeye have etching tips in the forum.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep. And
I've done some real
transferred
cool etchings lately, which you will see when me and Ram reveal our stuff.
Yeah. Which hopefully by the end of February, that'll be done. By the time I'll put it like this, by the time the new forum comes up, that'll be one of the new builder showcases that get put up.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it.
I will be sandblasting the slide this week.
All right.
Did
you tell them the platform they were moving to?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sorry, again, I missed it.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, we talked about all of that, and they were moving over. And also, again, guys, not to beat a dead horse, but if you feel like you want to help us with this move and this transition, feel free to donate. I put the donation in the thing. Send it to PayPal. We'll put it into an account, and everything will go 100%. Nothing goes into either one of our pockets, but we've been feeding this for a year, and we need some help. And it was a big thing for me to even mention asking for donations because
he didn't want to, guys. He really didn't, but it's
nature of the beast.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to work on getting some sponsors. So hopefully sponsors will help with it. More guests are coming up. Yeah, actually, I'm working with them to try and get that going. I actually have a class this coming Thursday that I will be meeting with some of a couple of the execs from USCCA. So hopefully we can get that going and
be cool. Be cool if we could get a sponsorship from like Sonoran Desert Institute or something like that.
Yeah. I'm working on it, man. I want us to grow organically, but I also want us to not to be as self-sufficient as possible. That's why we're going to have the merch. That way, if anybody wants to help us out by buying merch, and it's going to be some cool stuff. I'm working on some cool designs for t-shirts, for hats.
I need a new patch.
Yep. Got that. Got you covered, man. And I have some suppliers that will not gouge us, because a lot of suppliers out there, they're not cheap. Cheap. So I don't want you to have to pay $50 for a t-shirt, just so we can make $6.
Yeah, no.
Some of those are out there, Teespring seems to be the best right now. It's like $25 for a t-shirt, and we make a few dollars on it. But you get a nice quality t-shirt, and we make a few bucks. And again, it's not for us personally, it's to help keep this going. StreamYard that we stream with costs money. The website costs money. So I don't want to keep talking about money, guys. And
but Bob asked if you could repeat the move info.
I didn't put the site up there yet. However, it's going to be builderstribe.org. It's not live yet. Once it goes live, we'll let you know. It's going to be builderstribe.org. I've already gotten the URL.
And the goal is to have some overlap from old FTQ80 to Builders Tribe so that we can post in the FTQ80 forum and give you all a chance to move over. Like I said, I've already started porting over users and such as best I can. They're not compatible, so it's not going to be a 1-for-1, but doing the best I can at least, and we'll
You're
go
the
from
man,
there.
brother.
Yeah,
I'm working
and
on
there's several people I'm going to be talking to. To have them as guests at the very least. If they can support by sponsorship, great. I'm not going to beg anybody for money. I'll just say that. That's not my style. That's not what I do. If they choose to want to sponsor us in some way, shape, or form, my first choice is to sponsor us by giving you guys great deals. That is my first choice.
There's more than give us money ways to support.
Yeah.
You can support
Yeah,
by showing up, by sharing, by giving community discount codes.
Discount codes. That's my first thing. Discount codes. Give the community discount codes. I can and bear in mind, guys, if we get no donations, we're not going anywhere. I just want to be clear about that.
Yeah, no,
We're not going. If we don't get donations, that's fine. We're still going to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? This is not going anywhere. That's just going to be able to help a little bit,
smooth the gears a little bit.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're happy that our anniversary is coming up. We have to think of some way to celebrate the anniversary of this crew doing what we do. And we're going to think of something. If you guys got any suggestions, definitely we look forward to it. Hopefully we'll have several things to give away. If people want to sponsor by giving us stuff that we can give away, again, that helps because it helps you build. And I'm not talking, junk. I don't want no soda koozies. Soda koozies are nice, but
come on.
They don't help you build anything. You know what I'm saying? Hosco fret cutters help you build something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dremel bits help you build something.
Tools,
you know what I'm saying?
parts,
all that stuff. So, I mean, even if it's something simple from Harbor Freight, if it works, it works. You know what I'm saying?
The jeweler's hammer from Harbor Freight has a couple of interchangeable tips, and it does work very well for knocking pins. Just saying, it's cheap too.
Wow, it is 13 minutes after.
Yeah, we should shut off. I kept us late with that.
We're gonna shut it down.
You're fine.
Old man needs to go to bed.
Yeah, the old man, definitely needs to go to bed. Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate you. I just don't know what I would do without you guys. I appreciate you being here. If you're watching on replay, go ahead and put a gang sign or something in the comments. We will holler at y'all later. Deuces.